Welcome students. Today we are going to start lecture number 4 of current electricity for the class 10th. In the previous lecture we have discussed about Ohm's law, the relation between V and I, the representation on the graph of VI. There is a straight line between V and I and the slope was given as resistance. The resistance will have the value that is V upon I. The unit of resistance is ohms. Today we are going to start about resistance and its combination. So as you all know, or you might have studied in your previous lectures or in previous classes, that the combination of the resistance can have the two possibilities. Either they are said to be in series or in parallel. When some resistances are being connected in a given line, they are said to be in series. अगर हिंदी में बोले तो लेट सपोज अगर मेरे पास ये पॉइंट ए है, ये पॉइंट बी है, अगर एक रेजिस्टेंस का एक टर्मिनल और किसी दूसरे रेजिस्टेंस का दूसरा टर्मिनल इस तरह से कनेक्टेड है, देन दे आर सेड टू बी इन सीरीज. इसके बीच में चाहे तुम कितने भी रेजिस्टेंस लगा दो, दीज ऑल विल कंसिडर एज इन सीरीज. बट अगर एक रेजिस्टेंस का एक टर्मिनल और उसी रेजिस्टेंस का दूसरे टर्मिनल के अक्रॉस या फिर उसके बीच में आप कोई रेजिस्टेंस लगाते हो, देन इट इज सेड टू बी इन पैरेलल. यानी कि यहाँ पे अगर हम रेजिस्टेंस 1 की बात करें तो भी मेरे पास दोनों टर्मिनल्स कनेक्टेड हैं. रेजिस्टेंस 2 के लिए भी दोनों टर्मिनल्स एंड रेजिस्टेंस 3 के लिए भी दोनों टर्मिनल्स कनेक्टेड हैं. ऑल द थ्री टर्मिनल्स आर बीइंग कंसीडर्ड with terminal A and B, or the R equivalent. The equivalent resistance is said to be the resultant resistance. The equivalent resistance for the parallel combination will be computed in the manner as 1 upon R1 plus 1 upon R2 plus 1 upon R3. When they are connected in series, the R equivalent is calculated according to R1 plus R2 plus R3. The combination is said to be in series जब रेजिस्टेंस किसी एक रेजिस्टेंस का एक टर्मिनल और किसी दूसरे रेजिस्टेंस का दूसरा टर्मिनल के अक्रॉस हमें निकालना हो. बट अगर सारे रेजिस्टेंस के दोनों टर्मिनल के अक्रॉस हमें कनेक्शन दे रखा हो, देन इट इज सेड टू बी इन पैरेलल. थोड़ा सा हम एग्जाम्पल से देखते हैं इसको. लेट सपोज अगर मेरे पास 2 ओम रेजिस्टेंस है, 3 ओम रेजिस्टेंस है, 5 ओम रेजिस्टेंस है, तो ये सारे के सारे किस में कनेक्टेड माने जाएंगे स्टूडेंट्स? दीज ऑल आर कनेक्टेड इन सीरीज. मतलब इस पूरे डायग्राम को आई कैन रिप्रेजेंट इन अ सिंगल 10 ओम रेजिस्टेंस, क्योंकि इसका आर इक्विवेलेंट कितना आएगा स्टूडेंट्स? 10 ओम. कैसे आया आर इक्विवेलेंट? सीरीज के लिए आर इक्विवेलेंट का फॉर्मूला होता है R1 प्लस R2 प्लस R3. सिमिलरली अगर मेरे पास यही तीनों 5 ओम रेजिस्टेंस, 3 ओम रेजिस्टेंस एंड 2 ओम रेजिस्टेंस, अगर मेरे पास यही तीनों पैरेलल में कनेक्टेड होते तो स्टूडेंट्स फिर मैं क्या करता? आर इक्विवेलेंट निकालने के लिए मेरे पास फॉर्मूला होता 1 upon R equivalent is equals to 1 upon R1 plus 1 upon R2 plus 1 upon R3. 1 upon 5 plus 1 upon 3 plus 1 by 2 is 1 upon R equivalent, which can be written as 36 plus 15 is equals to 1 upon R equivalent. So 1 upon R equivalent will be 31 by 30. So R equivalent is equals to 30 upon 31 ohm. मतलब this circuit can be written equivalent to 30 by 31 ohm resistance in between the two terminals, right? कुछ चीज़ें हमें इसमें ध्यान देनी होंगी। जैसे कि हमने पाया कि रेजिस्टेंस 2 ओम, 3 ओम, 4 ओम व्हेन दे वर कनेक्टेड इन सीरीज, तो फॉर्मूला था मेरे पास R1 प्लस R2 प्लस R3, और R इक्विवेलेंट जो मेरा आया था वो 10 ओम आया था। सिमिलरली अगर मेरे पास ये 5 ओम, 3 ओम और 2 ओम है, देन फॉर्मूला होगा 1 अपॉन आर इक्विवेलेंट इज इक्वल टू 1 अपॉन R1, 1 अपॉन R2, 1 अपॉन R3, और फॉर्मूला के अकॉर्डिंग मेरे पास आंसर आया 30/31 ओम। स्टूडेंट्स यहाँ देखो, अगर आर इक्विवेलेंट निकालते हैं हम सीरीज में, तो इनमें सबसे बड़ा कौन सा है? 5 ओम। यानी कि जो आर इक्विवेलेंट का आंसर आया 10 ओम, वो मैक्सिमम जो मेरे पास रेजिस्टेंस था या फिर हाईएस्ट रेजिस्टेंस से भी बड़ा था। बट पैरेलल में अगर हम देखें तो जो हमारा आर इक्विवेलेंट आया दैट इज 30/31, विच इज अराउंड 0.1 के अप्रॉक्सीमेटली, राइट, और 0.9 के अप्रॉक्सीमेटली, सॉरी 0.9 के अप्रॉक्सीमेटली। सो आर इक्विवेलेंट इस केस में विल बी लेसर देन द लीस्ट वन, और लीस्ट कितना था? 2 ओम। यानी कि द आर इक्विवेलेंट इन सीरीज कॉम्बिनेशन विल बी हाईएस्ट अमॉन्ग द लार्जर वन or greater than the highest, and R equivalent in the parallel will be lesser than the smallest one. So यहाँ पर आपको कंसेप्ट ये समझ में आ गया होगा कि सीरीज कॉम्बिनेशन और पैरेलल कॉम्बिनेशन में R equivalent कैसे अप्लाई किया जा सकता है। लेट्स डिराइव द रिलेशन कि मेरे पास कोई भी R equivalent सीरीज के लिए जो आया था दैट इज R1 प्लस R2 प्लस R3, वो सीरीज के लिए जो मेरे पास R equivalent आया था दैट इज R1 प्लस R2 प्लस R3, जो मेरे पास सीरीज के लिए R इक्विवेलेंट आया था, उसका डेरिवेशन हम करने वाले हैं अभी। कमिंग टू द डेरिवेशन पार्ट, व्हेन दे आर कनेक्टेड इन सीरीज, लेट्स सपोज दिस इज अ सर्किट विच इज गिवन हियर, जिसमें मेरे पास R1, R2, R3 तीनों की तीनों सीरीज में कनेक्टेड हैं। एक करंट I फ्लो कर रहा है, दिस करंट इज फ्लोइंग I। Before moving ahead, I will give you some tips on it. In a circuit, if it is a series connection, then current always remains same. Current always remains same. First thing, and the second thing is voltage divides across resistance or resistors. But coming to the parallel combination, in the parallel combination, the current divides whereas the voltage remains same. Voltage remains same, right? So यहाँ पर मेरे पास तीन रेजिस्टेंस हैं R1, R2, R3। R1, R2, R3 का R इक्विवेलेंट निकालने के लिए एज आई टोल्ड यू कि इनका वोल्टेज डिवाइड हो जाएगा। तो लेट्स सपोज V1, V2, V3 मैंने इसको बोला, और भी हमें पता है कि जो हमारा नेट सप्लाई है वो V वोल्टेज है। देन द V वोल्टेज इज इक्वल्स टू V1 प्लस V2 प्लस V3, जिसमें V1 इज इक्वल्स टू IR1, V2 is equals to IR2, V3 is equals to IR3 होगा। So we will substitute all those value. We will take I common since I is remaining same. Since I is same, so we will take I as common. I से I cancel हो जाएगा. We will find that R equivalent is equals to R1 plus R2 plus R3. Student, please keep in mind the current through each resistance is same in series. Equivalent resistance is larger than the largest individual resistance. The total voltage should be equals to the sum of the individual voltage drop, and R equivalent will given as R1 plus R2 plus R3. Right? Hope it is clear to everyone the derivation of R equivalent in series combination. Also, I want to point it out some more things in this. Students, please look in the diagram. There is the device which is known as voltmeter. The voltmeter is a device which measures voltage, and it is always being connected in parallel. it is always being connected in parallel through the circuit, right? And ammeter is another device which is used to measure current, and it is being connected in series. So there are two devices, one is ammeter, another is voltmeter. The voltmeter is always being connected in parallel, whereas the ammeter is being connected in series. So there are two devices, one is ammeter, another is voltmeter. Ammeter is being connected in series, which is used to measure the current, and voltmeter is being connected in parallel, which is used to measure the potential difference or potential drop across the resistance. Okay, hope it is clear to everyone. Let's move to the parallel combination of the resistance, or we will find the R equivalent for parallel combination. So R equivalent for parallel combination. Please look at the diagram where the resistances are being connected in parallel, R1, R2, R3. Let's suppose the current is flowing through it, I, and this I is being divided into the three parts, that is I1, I2 and I3. As we have studied in just previous part, that the total current will be the sum of the current passes through the individual resistance, as the current will divide as the voltage across each resistance is same and equal to the applied voltage. It means the voltage across R1 will also be V, because it is being connected with the two terminals. These are the two terminals, and the voltage across these two terminals is V. Hence the voltage across R1 is also V, R2 is also V, R3 is also V. It means V remains same in parallel, and I divides in parallel combination. By applying this concept, I is equals to I1 plus I2 plus I3. I is nothing but V upon R equivalent, and I1 की value we can substitute. Please look at the statement. I1 is equals to V upon R1, I2 is equals to V upon R2, I3 is equals to V upon R3. As we all know that the voltage remains same, we will cut these V, so we will get R parallel or R equivalent for the parallel combination is 1 upon R equivalent is equals to 1 upon R1 plus 1 upon R2 plus 1 upon R3. We will find the equivalent resistance is lesser than the value of the smallest individual resistance in the combination, right? As we were getting R equivalent in the previous numerical was 0.9 ohm, which was lesser than the least value of 2 ohm in the given circuit. So hope the parallel combination and series combination of the resistance is clear to everyone. Hope you have understood the derivation of these two. I'll suggest you to please revise this derivation and learn the part. Let's move on some numericals. Look at the figure number 1, in which all the three resistances 1, 1, 1 are connected in parallel. These three 1 are connected in parallel, and this 1 ohm is connected in series. So the R equivalent for this will be 1 upon R equivalent is equals to 1 upon 1 plus 1 upon 1 plus 1 upon 1. So 1 upon R equivalent is equals to 3 upon 1. So R equivalent we will get is 1 by 3. So for the first circuit, R equivalent will be 1 by 3. Similarly, for the second circuit, the R equivalent we will get 1 by 3 ohm. So I can draw this or redraw this circuit as this will be 1 by 3 ohm, 1 by 3 ohm, and the middle one will remain same 1 ohm. So if I found the R equivalent across A and B, then R equivalent will be equals to 1 upon 3 plus 1 upon 3 plus 1. That is equals to 5 by 3 ohm. This will be the answer for the first question. Now coming to the second part, these three equivalent 3 ohm and 3 ohm will connected in series. So for this branch RS is 6 ohm. For the lower branch RS is also for 6 ohm. Then this 6 ohm and 6 ohm is being connected in parallel. these 6 ohm and 6 ohm are connected in parallel. I can redraw the diagram as this 3 ohm or 3 ohm will make at 6 ohm, and hence these are connected across parallel. So 1 upon R equivalent is equals to 1 upon 6 plus 1 upon 6 is equals to 2 upon 6 is equals to 1 by 3. So R equivalent for the second circuit will be 3 ohm. So what we found that R equivalent is 3 ohm itself in the second one. Whereas in the first one the R equivalent was 5 by 3 ohm. Now in the third case, these are 2 ohm and 2 ohm. So R equivalent will be 1 upon R equivalent is equal to 1 by 2 plus 1 by 2, that is equals to 1. So R equivalent will be 1 ohm. Similarly, this R equivalent will also be 1 ohm. Now we will find that these three resistances or these three combination will be in series from A to B. This is 1 ohm, this is 1 ohm, and this is 2 ohm. So R equivalent for this circuit will be 2 plus 1 plus 1, that is equals to 4 ohm. Now coming to this circuit, there are two resistances, one is 4 ohm, another is 2 ohm, and both are connected in series. So can I write it as 6 ohm directly? The middle one is already 6 ohm, and the potential is across or applied across it is of, this is 6 volt students, 6 volt, right? Now on finding the R equivalent of the circuit, we will have 1 upon R equivalent is equals to 1 upon R1 plus 1 upon R2, that is 1 by 6 plus 1 by 6, that is equals to 1 by 3. So R equivalent we will get is 3 ohm. So the total effective resistance for the circuit, that is R equivalent, is equals to 3 ohm. The potential difference now across 4 ohm and 2 ohm. How we will find the potential difference across 4 ohm? The potential difference across 4 ohm is current in the 4 ohm into the resistance 4 ohm. The potential difference across 2 ohm is the current in the 2 ohm into the resistance 2 ohm. For that we have to calculate the current. As both are connected in series, the current will remain same, that is I1 and I1. In the another branch, the current will be I2. As the current flowing in the circuit is I, it will divide into the two parts. One is I1 and another is I2. During the parallel combination, the current divides, that is one is I1, another is I2. This I2 will flow through it. So the voltage across this 6 ohm resistance will be equals to I2 into 6. So moving to the current, the value of the current will be equals to V by R. What is V? We have applied is 6 volt upon R equivalent is 3. So we have applied 2 ampere current. So I is 2 ampere current. Now we can easily look at that on moving through the circuit, the current of 2 ampere will split into the two parts. Since both the resistances are equal, so the current split will also be equal. That means the 2 ampere will split in two equal parts, that is 1 ampere and 1 ampere. Hence this current will be 1 ampere and this current is also 1 ampere. So voltage across 4 ohm will be I1 into 4, that is equals to 1 into 4, that is 4 volt. Voltage across 2 ohm is I1 into 2, that is equals to 2 volt. Voltage across 6 is equals to I2 into 6, that is equals to 6 volt. In the above branch, or we can say the branch X and Y. In the branch X and Y, there is the net voltage is 4 plus 2, that is equals to 6 volt. In the next below branch M and N, we are having the same 6 volt. Across XY and across MN is 6 volt. It means the voltage is remaining same across these branches, but the current are being divided I1 and I2, that is 1 ampere and 1 ampere each. So we have discussed the equivalent resistance for the parallel and the series combination in the circuit, the derivation of it, and we have done some numerical part on it. In the next lecture, we will cover the advantage of parallel combination over series combination. Till then, please be in touch. Have a nice day.